Okay, so I found something else Homestuck related that I could do all by myself without the need of a camera guy. So I could do this anytime. And I think the time is now. So let's get started. First off, if it's on YouTube, it's gonna be in the description. Or if not, you can contact me and I'll send you everything. But you're going to need a template design. There'll be 18 different designs. 9 of them will be a little layout like this, and then the other 9 will be different designs. They'll be kind of like that. Like on the back of this one, it's just reversed so that these small squares match up with designs on the opposite side. And we're going to turn all this into a cube, like a little moving cube. So let me go get a marking utensil. Alright. So let me move out of the way of the light. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is cut off some of this. So I'm going to need to cut off basically this on each side. Just here. So basically you're going to cut right there, there, and there. All the way down here, across, down, and then reverse it on. I don't know if I can elevate this or anything. I should have my camera guy with me, but he was an asshole and didn't want to do anything. Okay, so as you can see right here, we've cut off that part, so we cut off that, which is the shaded in area. It's not, you can't really tell, so just make it very, very noticeable. Alright, so that shaded in area here, dodging those lines, then get this here and dodging that. We cut out that, but mirrored over here. I'm going to do the same thing over here and then show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so this is what the final thing is going to look like. After I cut out this part over here, I went ahead and just cut out the, the cube looking thing, part of it. If we flip it over, we can see that the cuts were not so perfect. I don't know if I cut into anything. Let me check. I did. Right here, a little bit off. I am right there. So I'm probably going to go back and reprint that one, and then we just make sure on another one real quick. Oops, I grabbed 2. Hold on just a second. Yeah, all of these are slightly misaligned, so I'm going to have to go back and reprint everything. Yeah, that's good. Alright, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue here. It's not really going to matter too much. I just need to show you guys exactly what you're going to cut out here. So next off is these little flaps. They're going to be flaps so you can put glue on them and turn this into a cube. So first off, you're going to need to make triangular incisions about these lines. So let me just show you. I don't know how well you can see this, but go away. Piece of crap. Okay. Alright. So, as you can see here, I cut off a triangle here and a triangle here and turn this into a little flap. Alright, so the double flaps, what you're going to do is on one side, flip them, may not flip, on one side you're going to cut out a right triangle, and on the middle part you can cut out, you can either cut out a double right or two right triangles in coordinates with the middle line, or that ripped a lot, just ignore that. I'll just do it on the other side. How about that? But I'm like I was saying, you can either cut out two right triangles or one, I forgot the name of this triangle. It's like an obtuse or an isosceles or something like that. My geometry's long gone. But like that, you can see the little piece I cut out, and it would fit in there, and just cutting that out. And then you'd cut a right triangle here, there, and then like you did over here, the same here. And on the bottom, just two right triangles. Let me just go ahead and do all that real quick. Again, not recommended to freehand anything unless you're a robot. You know, yay for you. Alright, so as you can see here, this part looks really funky, but other than that, this is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to cut the video here so I can reprint everything, and then cut everything, or just cut one of them out again, show you guys how it's going to be done. Yes, hello and welcome back, or I guess we'll just continue on from here. But anyways, I went ahead and reprinted everything. It was weird because my printer doesn't print every single page the same way. It misaligns some of them by millimeters, and since this is like, you know, by centimeters, or it's the other way around, it's a very small change, but it makes a very big difference in something this small. You know, it's really, really small. But yeah, anyways, I went ahead and cut everything out and got the triangles going on here. You know. Okay, so next, what you're going to need to do, I don't know if you can see or not, but you're going to end up folding along. Let me get over here. So I have to move. You can't see that at all. No wonder. Don't want to put that there, but move it down here. Anyways, sorry about that. You're going to put and just fold up, not put, but you know, fold up along these lines. Just crease on this line, but just fold these inwards up with those lines, like this here, that way, that way, that way, and that way. So let's just do that real quick. It'd be really nice if you guys could see, so I don't have to constantly tell you what I'm doing. Okay, that's not gonna work. I did see a cool way of folding stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I have these folded, you see. fold it up. They don't have to be folded right now, so you can go ahead and just flatten them back out really quick. That's a good spot. Just kind of flatten them back out. Alright, so next you're going to fold. There's more black lines here. You're just going to fold inwards like that along those lines, and since these are all even, you can actually use the other black lines as guidelines to fold. So just fold. If you usually use fingernails to crease, I wouldn't here, since you might smudge off some of the ink on these, especially on the logo things like the Suburb logo and everything. You might smudge some of that off, and then troll sign, you could smudge the black on that, and possibly. Okay, so got it kind of folded, you see. Just kind of wanting to curl up into a box right now. Alright, so let me go get some glue. Right here. So, Rose Art washable glue. I wouldn't really get washable unless you just have no other kind of glue, because this is kind of purplish and it might show up on other parts. But yeah, fold in all of your flaps. And it'd be very wise to get a scrap sheet of paper. I'm going to use what I cut out of earlier. Just throw that over there and lay this down. Move my ruler and just wow, you can barely see that, but all on the flaps that are folded in, just apply some glue. There, and then there. Those little spots. Oh, a quick tip. If you want to make this waterproof, you can take clear plastic tape and just run it along there and then cut off the extra. But that's if you're just really wanting to keep this. And something else you could do is you could go to some kind of store or something and buy little wooden cubes. They'd have to be is it 20 or 30? Okay, yeah. 3 by 3 by 3 centimeter cubes. I'll have that in like a little caption in the video. But 3 by 3 by 3 centimeter cubes. And if you put the cube in here and then wrap it around with the tape on these sides, and it'd make it waterproof and solid. But that's just if you prefer doing something like that and spending a lot of money and time and effort it would take to get all this working. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. I'll take a quick break here. Okay, very sorry about that. I had to take a quick break. Talking to somebody. It's very early, I know, but my family's weird. Anyways, oops. Going to re-glue all of this since the glue dried and I didn't want to go on without you guys. So just reapply the glue if it wants to comply. Okay, complied. Alright, so next, this method is going to be the easiest. So let me get around here so I can see the camera and show you guys. First off, fold these two edges up and then these two down. Perfectly align them like so. You see? Perfectly aligned. I probably should mention this a bit earlier, but do not watch this video if you're not completely sure about your level of curiosity, or completely sure if you're up to date with the comic, because some of this could be classified as a spoiler. So just, you know, keep your eyes out for stuff like that. Okay, so after pushing down and securing these two parts in here, take this one. This one's going to be the John's sign, or no, slime, and forward it in with the flaps going inside the white, and just squeeze it together and seal it shut. Alright. The fourth one is going to be the hardest, because you don't really have anywhere to put pressure. So just push it in. Oops. And it's very difficult to work with. No, it's not going to work. I think what I'm going to end up doing is using a little bit of tape on this part. Yeah, I'm just going to use some tape and pull these flaps out a little bit. And just make it so they barely go in. Oops, that is definitely two things not good. I'm going to get my tape. This isn't really my tape, but I went to the store and picked it up. I didn't pay for it, but I picked it up. So I'm going to get me a short slip here. Nice short, clean slip. Devoid of any, you know, impracticalities. I know that's probably not a word, impracticalities, but I don't care. Okay, now it's going to give that a little bit of a glossy effect right there, but we don't care. And if you actually use tape in general, you can wait on this little part right here on the fourth cube, and it goes down, and you know, put on that. Okay, so here comes a bigger issue, is how you're going to set all this up. I designed this with my image editor, GIMP. I used GIMP. I designed this within, you know, thinking in retrospect as the, I think it's scrub, however you want to pronounce this, SGRUB, facing up and starting at the bottom right. And this split up into 9 different parts, so there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parts. Alright, so what you can do is there are 9 templates for these. I've already done one, and there's 8 more over here, including the one I'm holding in my hand. And what you're gonna need to do is just cut all of those out and make them into boxes like this, and then put the boxes somewhere safe for now, safekeeping. Alright, so I'm going to do all that and then get right back. Alright, so here is how to finally assemble the Homestuck cube puzzle thing, whatever you want to call these. I don't know what you call them, but here's how to assemble it. So the first step is going to be putting everything in the right place, after making sure you have all 9 pieces. Okay, so first off, let me just pull all these apart, show you where everything goes, in case you're having trouble, or in case you're gonna have trouble. Alright, so top left, top middle, and top right should be the most obvious as to where they go. If you're having trouble, just it's the top part of a house, basically. A house with lines separating it. you know, just like that. It should be very obvious. Just as long as you make sure that you print everything out right and then cut them accordingly. Middle is going to be a lot more confusing, but as long as you just notice on the middle left is Nepeta, and then on the middle right you have Eridan, and they're just going to look like that, and then this, and then the very middle piece is going to be a bit harder to point out, but just, you know, that way, and it should look like that, and you'll have fun. Bottom, still kind of confusing, but easy to figure out. Tavros and Solix will be pointing out like that as the corner pieces. Iridia pointing down as a middle bottom piece, and then, you know, it's just the same all over. 2 corner pieces, and that's how the general layout is going to be. Okay. So positioning it so you can stick everything together is going to be a bit more difficult. I had to draw like a little map over here. And it's a very confusing looking map, but nonetheless easy to figure out. Alright, so I'm just gonna move all these over here. Okay, so first, the top left piece, as indicated by the top left corner of the house, is going to be in the top middle part when you're positioning it out, just the way it is. Alright? Top middle piece, the top middle part of the house, okay, it's going to turn to the right and then be positioned right here. Alright? The top right part of the house, on the corners, is going to be upright and placed right here. Alright, moving on down to the middle part, the middle left, okay, it is going to, let's see, be turned to the right and then positioned right here. Okay, the very middle piece, when it looks just like this, we're just going to leave it like that and put it in the middle. It should be, no, that's not right, is it? Yeah, okay,